Debbie here. I remember you from way back. I'm so happy that you're now 40 because the alternative really is not great. You listened to me, you did not step in front of a bus, and I hope that you remember this story. Way back when, you were part of the original JSA chapter at West Orange High School. You were a sophomore, very eager, and definitely had found a place of comfort. It was another way of getting to Washington, D.C. way earlier than college. The first conference we went to was in Philadelphia on Halloween. Oh my goodness. There we were, our first time there in this hotel, and it was what I thought crazy. I remember there was arguments going on in our chapter between different members, including you. How odd. And I went upstairs and sat everybody down and said, listen, if we're ever going to do this again, if we're going to keep on with this JSA stuff, well, we have to do it with integrity and stop this bickering. And indeed, that's what happened. I'm so fortunate to know you and to have been involved in JSA because it's taken me to many places, and it's really thrilling that you are now a trustee of JSA. Good work, and high integrity always. Love to you and happy birthday.
Hi, Izzy. Happy birthday. I'm in my office and my computer tech guy is recording us. So just wanted to wish you a happy 40th. It's not easy being 40, but we don't have a choice. So hope that you have the best memories possible. I wanted to show you a picture I have in my office of you, me, and Wesley Clark a while ago. That was certainly a fun memory. I think that was the opening of the Clinton Presidential Library. The other great memory I have is a totally undeserved knighting that I received recently, but you were in attendance, and a very good experience together. I really enjoyed that a lot, so I hope we have good memories like that again soon. And I guess the other major memory is just all the amazing Christmases, at least 10 of them, that you came to be with the family. So Izzy and I met in, Izzy, as you recall, we met in Montezuma when we were 15 up in San Francisco area, and we both had love for cologne and smelling nice, and for the ladies, not for each other, let's be clear, and had a great time for JSA, which is still an organization that we're both involved with, and you a little bit more than me. I have to step it up a little bit, but great experience there for sure. That's how Izzy and I met. So lots of great memories. And what was the other question? My favorite quality about Izzy, oh my God, there's so much. His integrity, his devotion to his friendships, his incredible way he parents his children, and a great father that he is, and a great husband, and a great friend, and a great mentor, and just an incredible human being. So thank you for your contributions to my life and to my family's life and to everything that you do to your families. So hope to see you soon. Happy birthday, buddy.
Hey Izzy, hey Sarah, Tony Oliver here. It's funny, I don't consider myself to be somebody who believes in fate, and yet sometimes I do believe in luck, because what other explanation that in the summer of 1995, out of the thousands of names that Georgetown University had, they somehow plucked this one guy from New Jersey and this one guy from Puerto Rico to become roommates. Granted, there was a crazy third guy from Thailand. We're going to forget about him for a minute. To me, it could have been fate, it could have been luck, but it's really amazing. Since then, Izzy and I have remained terrific friends, and I have moved 3 times cross country. He has stayed in DC all this time, but I have moved 3 times cross country. And while memories are always in one's heart and always in one's brain, the interesting thing is that sometimes we do need actual physical things to look back at our lives. And when Sarah sent this invite, I immediately thought of 3 things that I could use. The first one is this collage of posters and flyers that Izzy put together and gave to a whole bunch of us back in that spring of 1998 when he ran for GUSA president. And to me, this represents 4 years of being in Georgetown together, living together for 2 of those years, needing some time apart the other 2, and really growing up together. The second one is this picture of Izzy with Dick and Jane Gephardt and myself. And this represents the time that Izzy and I spent together at Georgetown, but outside of the classroom and outside of the campus. And really how we grew together as human beings and honestly as adults. And the third one is this memento from Izzy and Sarah's wedding, which I still keep. That was a wonderful time to spend again with friends and family. Izzy's family has been terrific from the time I met him that day in August to the time I saw them again in Thanksgiving of 1995 when we spent a few days in New Jersey. And it is really a terrific example of how wonderful Izzy is as a person, because it makes sense. He comes from a terrific family, wonderful mom, wonderful dad, and also terrific siblings. So Izzy, congratulations on your 40th. I'm very sad I can't be there. Hopefully we'll see each other this year. And Sarah, wonderful idea. Thanks for setting this up. And Avi and Stella, when they do see this, I want you to always remember how wonderful your dad is and how lucky you are to have him. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Ethan, and making this short video for you to help celebrate your 40th birthday. Not an easy thing for me to do because I've got a lot of memories because I've known you most of those 40 years. But I kind of sat down and wrote up a quick list of just kind of stream of consciousness kind of stuff. Thinking about, just a few of the great memories and things that you and I've shared growing up and well into our adult lives. I'm just going to go down the list and maybe ad lib a little bit and just so happy to share all this stuff with you. So, okay, stream of consciousness, all the stuff I remember about my friendship with you right off the top of my head. Okay. Dinner at your grandparents' house, and of course the amazing relationship that you had with them, playing darts in the basement, and you sharpening the darts with, which is dangerous, kids sharpening darts, but we did that all the time with like a grinder or something. You guys bringing me as a visitor to, by the way, these are roughly in chronological order. Okay, you guys bringing me as a visitor to Cabana Club. Dropping F-bombs with Michael Freed, and then you not liking that and chasing me down the street. All-night Monopoly tournaments, of course, we talked about that a lot. Usually on New Year's Eve, I've said this a lot before. I think I've spent New Year's Eve with you, probably even more New Year's Eves with you than I have with Sue, so although maybe it's getting close at this point. But anyway, the Monopoly tournament, of course, we talked about that a lot. Reminisced a lot about that. Playing Commodore 64 over at your house, and you not being very interested in playing the Hot Wheels game that I wanted to play, so we compromised and played Kung Fu instead. Watching Hamburger the movie, the motion picture on VHS, and laughing until we cried about it. I remember the cars that your parents had growing up, Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra sedan, white Pontiac Transport, which I thought was actually a pretty cool car, the black Ford Escort wagon. I think your dad had a couple Escort wagons. You had an insane collection of WWF action figures, including The Ring, which I was always admired. Waiting online with you to see Rocky IV. I think we were both wearing Rocky IV sweatshirts for that, so very quintessential 80s stuff. Your sleepover party, which was maybe around your 10th birthday. I remember lots of farting, lots of Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, and lots of National Lampoon's movies from that also. I remember your first car, which is white Integra, which I think you smacked up right around when my Eagle Scout ceremony was, so you couldn't attend, and I was bummed out about the accident and you not being able to be there. It's all good, man. The first mobile phone I'd ever seen in my life, not surprisingly, was yours, and I remember it came in a suitcase, and that was absolutely amazing and mind-blowing at the time. Maybe this happened a little bit earlier, but the time when your parents renovated the house, it was like right around, I guess, yeah, this must have been earlier, right around like when Perry was born, and like you got their bedroom. You had this awesome bigger bedroom, which was really cool. I remember you taking guitar lessons with Barry Ottenstein, which was pretty cool. And also remember you had you got like an IBM, and it was running like a weird operating system, like OS2 or something. You weren't running Windows for some reason. Not sure why. Of course, 1,000,001 Hebrew high school trips. The most notable one, of course, was to Atlantic City with Matt Silverman, and the suites in Atlantic City, like the high roller suites, Matt Silverman and the girls from Montville. Also, Stu's shoes parked outside the room. I know you recall that. Also, the other big Hebrew High trip was the Disney trip in 1994, which was very cool. All sorts of Kadima USY stuff growing up. A little bit later, Golden Guido, Disco Fries, going to the diner, all that stuff. Can't miss that. And later on, you were applying to Georgetown. And of course, how many recommendations did you send to Georgetown? Like half a dozen? A dozen? Anyway, it worked. and you earned it for sure. You and Noah, a couple of years later, taking me out in DC for my 21st birthday, which I remember bits and pieces of. A little bit later than that, driving your grandmother to your college graduation in my dad's convertible. And I remember, first off, enjoying that drive with your grandma. And also, I remember, of course, that it was like 110 degrees outside, and you guys were all wearing black robes, and everybody was passing out. And it was crazy. But anyway, remember that day like it was yesterday. Visiting you guys in DC just in general, going to brunch at Old Glory before driving home, seeing your college house, the red one, and I remember you're like really close to Madeline Albright, which I always thought was really cool. Then the New Year's Eve party, 1999-2000 at your apartment in Noah's apartment, which was really cool. And of course, you and Noah visiting me at Rutgers right around that time too for homecoming, and that story about the girl in the bar. I'm not going to taint your 40th birthday video any further by going into that story, but I'm sure you remember it. And let's see, what else? Oh, of course, Thanksgiving 2001, meeting Sarah for the first time at your parents' house for Thanksgiving, and pretty much thinking at that point in time that she was the one, and was being super happy for you guys even at that point. Also, I remember hanging out with Sue for roughly the first time at that same party, so that was a big party for both of us. A couple years later than that, I remember having to park my car at your grandmother's house for a couple years when I had moved home to take care of my dad, and before work, chatting with your grandmother. She would come out as I was going to my car, and we would chat, and she would come out when I was shoveling her driveway and stuff, and I remember thinking at times, also being very close with your grandmother, and thinking, in some ways, it's almost like I have a third grandmother. And I remember caring for her so much, and spending time with her too. But moving forward, your bachelor party, not going to detail that either on this video, but I do remember, of course, smoking some cigars with Grand Marnier, and living it up at that party too. And then, of course, I will never forget your wedding with Sarah, and for me, it was actually the closest shave I'd ever gotten in my entire life. I think I looked like I was about 12 in the video. A couple years after that, meeting Avi and Stella for the first time, and being amazed at how small they were, and then a little bit after that, watching Sue teaching them how to hula hoop in your backyard. I remember my bachelor party having a toast with Noah and Jeff about, and our toast was to your father's good health, and how happy we were that he had been able to get a transplant right around that time, and celebrating that for you guys, and being very thankful for that. A couple years after that, watching our kids play together at your local pool, and I think on that same trip, watching Hamburger, the motion picture, again with you, this time on YouTube, and again laughing our ass off about that film, and just celebrating this and so many other milestones. We've said this before, but we're all far apart now, distance-wise, and we're all professional and family stuff going on. But I just love whenever we see you guys just picking up right where we left off, and that's how it's always been, and I imagine that's how it always will be. And Izzy, I value my friendship with you more than just about anything, and I'm so happy to be in DC coming up to celebrate your 40th. We're gonna have a great time, and I wish you all the best. You may hear in the background, that's like my little guy crying, so I'm gonna go take care of him. But again, Izzy, happy birthday, and we'll see you soon.
Dedication is the word that I would use to sum up Israel Shai Klein. We met at Cabana Club, whether it was middies or cadets, bombardment or kickball. He was always so impressive. It was not until high school that I learned that inside his competitive spirit was his dedication to family as a son, a brother, a husband, and a father. To friends from childhood to West Orange, from Georgetown to JSA, from all interactions, no matter whether they be on the hill or just somebody in passing, he was always dedicated. And then, of course, there was the teachers, the sports teams, Taco Bell, the pizza places, his favorite restaurants, his favorite bars, and all things that mattered to him. He dedicates himself in every capacity. His heart, his soul, his thoughts, his energy. And I'm really thankful to be able to say that I've known you for so long. Thank you for everything that you've done for me, for the care, for the share, and of course, for being my inspiration. Thank you, Israel Klein. Happy birthday, and I hope it's a great one.
Izzy, happy birthday, my friend. Once again, your terrific, fantastic wife has come up with an excellent idea, so I'm just honored to be able to participate. And I cannot wrap my mind around the fact that we've known each other for so long. But what's even better is that I still get to see you at work, and when we're away from work. But thinking through all that you've meant to me for so many years, but not just to me. I know my mom and dad have always treasured you, and all that all the kindness and just genuine affection and love that you've had for me and my family. We're just so grateful, and I'm so proud to see that you now entering your 40th year, to be so successful in life, in terms of your incredible wife and two beautiful children, and all the success that you've had at work, so well deserved. I look forward to telling Rosie about how you and I met, and I think it's a good example of what happens when you learn to overcome your fears, in the sense that it's hard to describe how scared I was that day in Mr. Cisbaro's math class when we met for the first time. I honestly hope Rosie doesn't ever have to experience anything like that, but you took me under your wing, and I'll just never forget, you in your Batman shirt and your sweatpants getting ready for volleyball, working the room, that same just cheerfulness and joy that you have today. And over all these years, from our summer in Georgetown and the Kennedy compound, honestly, I probably wouldn't have moved to DC had it not been for you. So that in itself, and the direction life can take, and all the Giants games and trips back to Jersey, right up to our 20th high school reunion. It's just been such a joy, my friend. I'm so grateful to you, and also just to the kindness that you and your family has always shown me and my parents. We're really, really grateful. And now that I'm a dad, I can look to your outstanding example of being just a terrific father. It's a very high bar, but it's one that I will certainly do my level best to live up to. So I wish you a wonderful, joyful, happy birthday, and here's to many, many more, my friend. Happy birthday, Izzy. Love you, man. Bye.
Izzy, happy birthday, old man. It's been great knowing you since 1993 at Georgetown Summer School, a long time ago, at Georgetown Summer School, and then living together at Georgetown, and
Georgetown Summer School.
It's in Washington, D.C. You've been a great friend. I love your smarts. I love your smile. I love your family. And happy birthday.
HAPPYBIRTHDAY.
Happy birthday.
So there's a guy. He's a hunter. He decides he wants to go hunting. So he goes out to Cabela's and he buys the finest gun he can get his hands on. He buys a whole bunch of hunting gear, camo, knapsack, the whole 9 yards. He goes out in the woods. He's hunting for a bear. Sees a bear, sees a big grizzly bear, brown bear, big grizzly bear. Kind of brown, kind of black. And he sees the bear, pulls out the gun, gets the scope, looks in, sees the bear. Bear sees him, but he's got his shot. Pulls the trigger and the gun jams. Bear comes up to him. Guy doesn't have anything to shoot with. The bear just violates him. I mean, it's just awful, horrible. I mean, nasty, nasty things. So, the guy is ashamed. He's kind of broken. Pretty nasty stuff. He goes back home. He puts the gun down, goes back to Cabela's, buys another gun, an even bigger gun, even better gun. Goes in the woods, decides to go hunting. He sees the exact same bear again. Exact same bear. Says, you know what? I'm going to get my revenge from that bear from what happened last time. He lines up the sights, has the bear in the crosshairs, pulls the trigger. Nothing happens. Gun jams again. Bear comes over to him. Bear does the exact same thing. I mean, it's horrible. It's nasty. It's unfortunate. Guy is, Ned Beatty. It's terrible. Guy goes back home. This time he doesn't go to Cabela's. He goes to a different store. He goes to the Bass Pro Shop. And he talks to a guy who's at the gun counter. And the guy takes him out to the back reserve. Gives him frankly, the kind of gun you really should not be able to get for hunting purposes or any purposes for that matter. But he gives the guy the gun. After the guy tells the story. So the guy loads the gun, goes back up, goes back out, goes out into the woods, sees the bear, lines up the shot at the bear, pulls the trigger, and for the third time the gun jams. The bear comes up to him and doesn't do what he's done the past 2 times, but the bear talks to him, says, "Buddy, I'm beginning to think you're not here for the hunting." And that, Izzy, is how you tell that joke. In any case, happy birthday, big guy. 40 years, over 20 years of you and I since Dr. Slaky's class back in Healy 106. It has been a ride and it's been a joy. It's one of the most wonderful things about getting old is seeing how your friends grow and mature and become fantastic people. Watching you become a husband and father has been a great joy in my life, and it's been a great inspiration as I've become a husband and father as well. Past 40 years have been fun for you, and certainly been fun for all of us, and looking forward to many, many more. See you soon, big guy. Bye.
Oh, happy birthday, Izzy. This is take 2, by the way. The first time Hal wasn't recording. You gave Sarah a birthday present on your birthday, and I got to be involved in it, and it was wonderful. The only time that I can ever recall a fiance wanting to give the engagement ring on his birthday. What a beautiful surprise. But the best part of you, Izzy, is how you turned out to be the missing piece of the puzzle in our family. You're fierce, you're determined, your loyalty is beyond anything I've ever experienced in a person. I love talking to you. I love the idea of you. I especially love when I get to see you up close and personal, and I wish I could be there to say happy birthday to my incredible, incredible son-in-law.
Happy birthday, Izzy. Sarah asked us to say what we love about you, and it's hard to know where to start. Ever since that first phone call you made to my home taking care of Sarah, and now taking care of the kids, your family, and everyone around you, that's the part I love the most about you. The fact that your heart is as big as all outdoors, and that despite being a Democrat, you and I can talk with respect and love. I love you so much for what you do for your family, and respect you so much for what you do with your friends and all the people who surround you. Izzy, have a great, great birthday. We love you dearly.
Hey Izzy, Kristen and I are really excited to be with you for your 40th birthday. We've been friends for a long time, almost 20 years. You've been a buddy, a mentor, and a close conspirator over that time. What I admire most about you, what I remember most about you, when we were at Georgetown, whenever we'd go out to lunch or dinner or drinks, you'd always pick up the bill. And it probably didn't mean a lot then to you, but I remembered it throughout my whole life. And it's taught me a lot about how to treat other people, how to mentor other people, how to take time to give other people a start in their lives and careers. As you gave me mine, my first job in politics in 1999 for our shared boss, Ed Markey. You've gone on to do great things, and I'm so proud of you and so happy that I'm still in your life and you're still in mine. So I hope for many more years to come, and a big congrats on your 40th, buddy. Talk soon. Bye.
Hi, I'm Stella, and I'll be speaking for Boaz today. Hi, Daddy. Happy birthday. Thank you for always walking me and taking me to the dog park and feeding me and taking care of me. Thank you for all the things you do for me and occasionally cuddling me. Your dear dog, Boaz. I love you.
Izzy, happy birthday! The big 4-0, hooray! Listen, I can't even begin to say enough wonderful things about you. You're the best. I'm so grateful for you in my life. I love you so much. You are the most wonderful son-in-law anybody could ever want. You're good to my daughter, you have fabulous children, and you're just an excellent human being. So I hope that everything in your life unfolds as someone like you deserves, which is the very, very best. Happy birthday. I love you.
Hi, Daddy. I love you. Happy birthday. I hope you have the best birthday ever, because you're the best dad ever. Love you. Bye.
Hi, Izzy. Joan and Joe wishing you a wonderful, happy 40th birthday for us and for Mike and Jeff. You know, we liked you instantly when we met you, and one of our fondest memories is back in 2004 or 5 when Mike was applying to colleges in D.C., and you gave us a wonderful afternoon, taking us all over Georgetown University, showing us the campus, giving us your recollections. We loved spending time with you that day, and it was so sweet of you to do it, and we've loved you ever since.
Happy birthday, Izzy. Joe, Joan, Michael, and Jeffrey.
All the best.
Love you.
Hey Iz, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday, my birthday twin, although I didn't realize I'm 2 years older than you. I'm just going to pretend that I'm not 40 yet, so let's see. I'll be 38 if you can be 40. But anyway, happy birthday, my birthday twin. I will tell you that when I turned 40, my mom said to me, I don't know why you're so stressed about this. Your 40s are your best years because you're finally making tons of money and you have extra income. And I was like, okay. So I bestow that wisdom upon you as well. Happy birthday. Hope to see you soon.
Hey Izzy, Carl here, and I'm excited to be with you, although I'm not really with you, but I want to offer 3 notes of congratulations, and then an honor in your honor. First off, obviously, congratulations on your birthday. You've made it to the Big 4-0. We're very proud of you. Who cares? We're moving on. Second, congratulations. You know, I lived in the same house with your wife and another woman for almost a year. In fact, that's all I could handle. That was as long as I made it. You have now lived in your house with your wife and another woman, her mother, for a decade, and that is impressive. So congratulations to you. And then thirdly, I want to congratulate you on having the most extensive, most thought out network in all of America. You had figured out as a freshman in college that you could go work on the Hill and start hiring interns almost immediately. And this was genius because those people you could start hiring interns at nothing and they'd get another job within 2 months, but they would always remember that Izzy Klein gave me my start. He's the first one. He gave me a start into this, and he's always been supportive of me. And as such, those people, all of those people, have gone everywhere. And everybody in this room who's watching this, and you and everybody else, but any room you walk into, not only in DC, but in LA and Colorado, I swear to God, if you walk in to a back bar in Santa Fe, somebody will say, Izzy Klein, thank you so much. It's so good to see you. How have you been? It's amazing. So congratulations on having a huge network. It's really huge. So 3 congratulations and 1 honor. As you know, we've been playing the game of Bull Moose forever. And for those who are watching and who might not know the game, if you don't want to know the game, you need to turn this off right now. Because if you learn the rules of the game, you are playing forever. So I'm going to give you a moment. Okay, for those of you who don't know the game, but are ready to listen, and you will be playing for life, the game of Bull Moose is straightforward. Raise your strong, dominant hand. I'm right-handed. I'm raising my right hand. If you ever drink an alcoholic beverage, such as this is bourbon, with your dominant hand, and another person in the world calls Bull Moose, before you drink with your weak hand, you have to finish your drink immediately. This is Bull Moose. This is the heart of the matter. The second rule of Bull Moose is if you call Bull Moose on someone else, you have to, it's an honorable game. You will buy a drink for the person who you just made down their own drink. Okay? So, non-dominant hand, always drink. Here goes, Izzy. The reality is, on occasion, we all forget. And so on occasion, we will pick up with our dominant hand. We will start to drink and then realize, oh, and trade to our soft hand, our non-dominant hand. Heretofore, that move has never been named. That's a thing. Anybody who plays Bull Moose has seen this. But from here on out, that will be known as the busy moose. That is when the left hand helps the right hand get done what they need to get done. The busy moose. And in the honor of the busy moose, if you ever call busy moose on someone because they picked up with their right hand, call busy moose, they have to finish their drink. And by golly, the right hand was helping the left hand, so they will buy you both drinks. Okay? That, forever and always, let it be known, that is the busy moose. Happy birthday, Izzy. Very proud of you, both for Bull Moose, the busy moose, and for your beautiful family. Bull Moose, Busy Moose, and God Save America.
Hi, Izzy. Happy birthday. Billy and I decided for your birthday, the best way to honor you was to fly to New York City and protest in front of Trump Tower. We have been here all day, freezing our asses off and our faces off, screaming, heck no, we won't go. And I think we're getting somewhere. It's possible that Obama's going to come back from Necker Island tomorrow and take office again. So we hope we're doing something to change the world in your honor today. We love you. Happy birthday.
Happy
Billy?
birthday, Izzy.
Heck no, we won't go.
Hi, Izzy. Happy birthday, Izzy. And many more. And I love you. And hope I see you soon.
Happy birthday, sweetheart. I can't believe it's 40 years already. From a sweet, wonderful little boy to an incredible young man as yourself. I love you. I only wish you the best. And Dad and I are so very, very proud of you.
Happy birthday, Izzy. Happy 40th. So, little road trip here. How I met my brother-in-law. Not how I met my mother. But as you can tell, I'm standing in the place of Rebecca. And guess what? Same shirt. Still have it. We have this huge problem going back a very long time of always wearing the same shirt, 3,000 miles apart. And again, checkers, blue, white stripe, maybe different stripe there, but always the same shirt. We gotta get our tailors together and dress code people because this is getting out of hand. And again, same problem. All the time. Every time we meet up, it's not all that often, but we're always wearing the same shirt. Oh, and one of my favorite times, we're not wearing the same shirt, but the oops, I wasn't supposed to tell everybody they got married a month before at Natural Bridges Beach in Santa Cruz, California. It's okay, we won't hold that one against you. It's totally fine. But yeah, perfect look on your face there, I must say. Oh look, again, pink. Forget about the stripes, that's fine. We have this really big problem of always wearing the exact same shirt or the same color all the time. I guess that's why we're really good as brother-in-laws. And that's why I love having you around. And again, blue and white. Well, I'd say if you got anything good for me, it's a really solid foundation in tech support, but also a fantastic model for colors to wear during the day. So, happy birthday. Sorry we can't be there to celebrate with you. We love you and hope to see you soon.
Wish Uncle Izzy a happy birthday. We're pot is legal in California. Wish Uncle Izzy happy birthday. And tell him the bud is legal. Tell him the bud is legal. Come get it. Come get it. Tell Uncle Izzy, say happy birthday. Come have some bud with the bud.
Say happy birthday. Come share some bud with me. Happy birthday, Uncle Izzy. Come tell her.
Happy birthday to you, Izzy. So don't ask me why. Every time I hear that song, totally think of you. Every single time. It's the weirdest thing. All of my memories for you somehow have songs related to them. I don't know why. Long time ago. Maybe it started a long time ago. Should we scroll through? Do you want to keep listening? It's a goodie. Should we push a little? No. Last memory. Do you remember that song? Every party in the house in Georgetown. Every single one. Closing out the night. And then there's other memories from earlier. So you may not realize what I'm doing here or doing in my bedroom or doing holding onto the door, but one of my fondest memories of you is running up the stairs in the house at Barry Drive and holding my bedroom door shut just like this because you were on the other side, and this is all that I got on the other side of the door, and the door was locked, but you definitely had the little tiny Phillips head screwdriver that had the little, like, you know, way of unlocking it from the other side. So this is how I remember spending a bunch of my childhood, hiding in my bedroom, holding onto the door, kind of sort of like this,